Hello folks, and welcome to another Richard Head Longbows video. Yes, it's the Easter bank holiday weekend, or it certainly is in Britain. I don't know what holiday you have around the rest of the world, whether you get some days off. I hope that you do, and that you get to eat lots of chocolate eggs. That's certainly what we plan on doing here anyway. We've got a bit of an Easter special for you, an item that's just come in that's an unusual item for our catalogue, but made by the same guy that makes our quivers. What is it we've got and what makes it unusual?
Well, it's a quiver. It's one of the ones that goes over your shoulder. Let's move it back a bit. So over the shoulder takes all the weight off your belt, which is handy. This quiver is sort of like two quivers in one. Doesn't add a lot of weight to it, but there's another very slim quiver attached to it, which you can put in the three arrows. This is for field shooting mainly, the three arrows that you're using. So you're using the same three every time. Once you lose one, obviously you've got all your spares in the rest of the quiver. So it will carry plenty of, you've got at least a dozen arrows in the main section, and then you've got your three that you're using there. One of the other advantages of the quiver, you don't have to do this, but a lot of people like to keep their spare arrows dry. And with this one, take those three out a minute, you can then get a plastic bag, any old plastic bag, flip it over the feathers, plastic band round. That will keep the arrows, your spare arrows, completely dry.
Right.
If you're out on a wet day, and today looks like a nice day out, so you wouldn't need it, but you're all ready. And then the three arrows you've got in the separate tube, so you can use those, and you don't need to touch the other ones. You keep those completely dry, so you don't have it. But if you've got that in your pocket, if the weather turns bad, you can keep your feathers dry. Some people like to really keep these spare arrows in pristine condition, ready to use. But so it's a nice quiver, gives you that extra advantage. Well made, again, very good quality leather. Bit of decoration around the top. A lot of work's gone into this, and the strap that goes up over your shoulder takes all the weight off your belt. So an interesting quiver, a little bit different.
Just in case someone asks, is that separate tube? That's not separate. It doesn't pull off, or
you could, I suppose you could take it off. There's two leather loops that are holding it onto the main quiver. So you could, I think, you could slide it off if you really wanted to get rid of it.
right?
Or didn't want it attached for whatever reason, but it is attached to it. It's not going to fall off.
Right. Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
Well, as we mentioned, we're going to do that as an Easter special, so that will obviously be on the website. The website has been appearing on the screen, and also a link to it will be in the box below. What else have you got planned for Easter? Anything, Richard?
No. Easter eggs.
That clears that up.
Hot cross buns. What else has happened? Oh, I got a jam kazam meeting tonight with a guitar club that I belong to.
Right.
I don't know whether if you use Zoom like we're using at the moment for playing with other people, there's too much latency. You're playing isn't in time with everyone else's.
What?
Yeah. that's not unusual, I suppose. But there's a site called Jam Kazam, which has been set up, which has very limited latency, and you've got to go through play through an interface, blah blah blah, and it means you can play with people actually around the world if your setup is good enough. And you can jam with people all over the place. So there's a sort of guitar club that I've signed up to. And about half a dozen people will get together and play. And it works quite well because at the moment, although things are starting to ease a bit, you obviously can't meet up and rehearse with anyone. So this site has been developed so you can actually play with people. And That'll be this evening with the luck. That's Good Friday, isn't it, today?
Something like
In case
that.
people are watching this video in about 3 years' time, wonder what on earth we're talking about. Either all the world will be dead, or we'll have sorted this thing out. It'd be the insects have taken over, I think. Won't it? I mean, that's what's going to happen. It's time for the insects. We've had dinosaurs, we've had us stupid people, and it'll be the insects' turn.
Yeah.
That's my prediction. For 3 years' time, it'll be the insects will be taken over.
Well, thank you, Mystic Richard Head.
That's it. It'll be in my latest book, What's Going to Happen in the Future.
Oh, it's quite a literal title then.
Yeah.
I didn't want to go for anything obscure.
No. So the insects, that's going to be, I'm going to be head of the insects.
Richard's bumper book of Easter guesses.
My guess is as good as anyone's, isn't it?
Well, I think that means I'm going to have to make some more mugs with with that on.
I love the insects.
The insect overlords.
Anyway, that's about it, really. There we are.
Okie doke. Well, I'm just going to get drunk, so my weekend's not nearly as exciting as jam kazamming with people from around the world
with the insects,
laying my life down to the insect overlords. But,
yeah, you wait and see.
Well, those of you who want something to do over the Easter weekend, if you're not able to get out and shoot and you're not jam kazamming with people from Bahrain or wherever it is, then you can always look at our bow making website, which is on the screen now and is in the description box below. If you ever wanted to learn how to make bows and arrows, or certainly learn from the experience that you see in front of you now. Yes, Richard's 40 plus years of experience written out for you in lovely digital form with lovely videos made by yours truly. And to try and keep that running, which does unfortunately cost us money, we have set up a PayPal donate button. So if you have found that bow making and arrow making instructions and videos and things useful, and you'd like to help us continue with them, then feel free to donate. We're not going to force you or send your boys round or threaten to break your wrists or anything like that. It is completely and utterly up to you whether you wish to send us money free, gratis, and for nothing. So yeah, if you'd like to do that, we'd be very, very pleased. And because obviously he'll be dead soon, so that information will be lost forever unless I manage to continually collate it digitally for the world to have forever. So yeah. And I haven't got kids, so I'm not going to be passing it on to anyone. So when I'm dead, it'll all be gone. So there you go. The internet will hopefully store everything forever. Okay, right. Well, thanks very much for watching, and I hope you do have a pleasant Easter. Don't eat too many eggs, just the right amount of eggs, just before you're sick. That's I think the world amount that you're supposed to eat. Anyway, we'll see you again soon, and the link to that quiver will be in the box below. And yeah, run and scramble for it because there's only one of them. I don't know whether we made that point. All right, thanks for watching, folks, and we'll see you again soon.